Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I am doing my top 5 RPG games. The reason I'm doing my top 5 RPG games is because the RPG genre in gaming is what stands out to me the most in all of gaming. I find it has the best story, some of the better gameplay, and overall better depth and emotion to it. So without further ado, I'm going to get down to my top 5 favorite RPG games of all time. Okay, so at number 5 is Final Fantasy 13. Now I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but to me Final Fantasy 13, no matter what people say, was a great game. It was a great story. I liked most of the characters except for like goddamn Vanille. And I found the freaking battle sequences were nice because the new battle system was nice and everything to go with it was nice. I know a lot of people don't like how it was pretty much like a hallway and everything like that, but no matter what people say to me, this will always be one of my favorite Final Fantasy games and favorite RPG games that I've ever played. My favorite thing about the game, though, would probably have to be the story. The story was really in-depth and had great meaning to it. And other than that, the only other thing that I could really point out with the game is character detailing and battle. The battle sequence that they put into the game, the new battle system, was far more advanced than what they were used to using. So anyway, that is my outlook on Final Fantasy 13, and it is at number 5 on my list. Now on to number 4. At number 4 on my list is Final Fantasy VII. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to be mad because I put this only at number 4, because a lot of people seem to say this is the best RPG ever, and it's the best Final Fantasy ever, and everything. Well, I don't think it's the best one ever, but it definitely is a really good Final Fantasy RPG game. Some of the highlights of the game to me were some of the gameplay, well, the battle physics, because I found it works great. The character designs, and Cloud being the main character, because Cloud was a great character throughout the game. He did great in the movie that he was in and everything else. So, the other thing that I need to touch up on with the game was the story. The story was magnificent, having this guy think he was a soldier and so on, and then, because I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil the game unless you haven't played it yet, and him trying to find this person that he's mad at called Sephiroth. So, it's a really good game. It is at number 4 on my list. I know a lot of people probably think it should be higher, but it is at number 4. And we are getting ready here now to move on to number 3. So here at number 3 is Final Fantasy IX. And to me this game does bypass number 7 and 8. I know a lot of people don't think so, but in my mind it does, because it has better gameplay, only by a little, way better art design, better characters, better plot, and better music. The music to me in this game is so iconic and good that when you listen to the music, you just go to like a happier place. So, to go along with the music though, as I said, the gameplay is a little bit better. It just moves more fluently, and the summons and stuff look great. And as I said with the graphics, they bypassed anything and any expectations I had for the PlayStation 1 ever. The graphics just exceeded everything I ever thought they could do. So, in my mind, it is some of the best, this one was one of the best Final Fantasy games ever, and in my mind, it is my favorite Final Fantasy game ever made. So, without further ado, instead of me rambling on and on about 9, let's move on to number 2. Here at number 2 is Tales of Symphonia. Tales of Symphonia is one of my favorite games of all time, not just RPG, of all games ever made. Tales of Symphonia is a different RPG than the others on my list. This RPG is where you can run and hit at any time you want. There is no attack bar gauge, nothing like that. This game's art style was amazing. The music was nice. Not the best music, not the most iconic, but it was nice music. The characters were amazing, and the story was very well done. It was one of the most in-depth stories and kind of confusing at times, but also the game was very forward and quick-paced, which I liked that. It was a 2-disc game, and it was for the GameCube, so pretty darn good game. But anyways, as I was going on, the art style was kind of really cartoonish, but I still had to respect what they did because this RPG was, of course, it was just really well made. And of course, and later on, it did get the sequel on the Wii. But anyway, instead of I'd love to keep going about Tales of Symphonia, but I have to get down to my #1 game. This game has been my favorite RPG of all time, and you're gonna find out right now. Here at my #1 spot is the game called Legend of Dragoon. Legend of Dragoon was a not very well-known game at first release, but Legend of Dragoon nowadays is one of the biggest frickin' games ever. It was for the original PlayStation, and god did I love it. The characters were awesome, the music was really, really well done. I still remember most of the music to today, and the story was unforgettable. I'm not going to really talk about the story because you have to experience the story for yourself. That's how good this game is. But the characters were amazing. Dart, Lavitz, Shauna, all of them. They were all really well done characters. The art design was really well too. Really well made. And they had cutscenes that were friggin' so well done and probably took up so much space that this game went over 4 discs and was at an average of 40 hours. I beat this game actually one time in under 40 hours, but still. You have to experience this game for yourself. I just can't explain too much about the game. Because of how well how much you need to play it to understand what I'm talking about. But the game was set back in medieval times, one of my favorite times, and it was a really fast-paced game, lots of story, lots of twists, lots of plot, frickin' devices, and everything else. So please, I recommend you guys go play this game, do whatever you can. But this is my #1 RPG, and probably my favorite game of all time. So, this has been my top 5 RPG games of all time. It's my opinions. None of you should get mad over my opinions. Your opinions are probably different. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. I will see all you guys in my next video.